All right, greetings, Inquisitors. Welcome to the Holocron. It's evening for me. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or night in your part of the galaxy, hope you're making it a great day. Got some GAC to play today. Got some new characters. Haven't got to spend a lot of time building up the new packs yet, but I did make the purchases on Monday. Got the characters, threw down a Fin Poe defense, and pretty much just left the rest of it alone to work on later. Don't think I'll play the Opticio GAC tonight. I think we'll just... I'm winding down that account, so I don't see a reason to televise the PvP, the GAC in that one. But, you know, I'm open to suggestions. If you guys really want to see it, we can do that. Or we could just switch over and do something with the Lex Talionis account instead. Whatever the people really want to see, that's what we can do. Let's see what we got. We got TK in the house saying, yo. Antonio Ribeiro says, yo, Adrian. Nice. Vitor says hello. Arva says, hi. Talking about cats. Oh, no. Too many cats. Van Ward says, with the title, it's the best deal ever. Unless you just want to not like everything. Antonio Ribeiro says, the parrot is resting. He's not resting. He's passed on. He ceased to be. Vis-a-vis, he is an ex-parrot. I love the part where he says, he's shuffled off this mortal coil. Oh, man, Monty Python is so good. So good. Michael Palin once said, if you can watch the Monty Python fish slapping skit and not laugh, then you're truly not a human being. You have no sense of humor. It's unrecoverable. Yep. My opponent is in GAC is 7 million stronger than me. Yeah. My GAC opponent had me by 1 million, but they need to watch Mod Mastery. Yeah. There are some accounts with some pretty bad mods out there, y'all. Pretty bad. Yep. We can let that not be us, but also don't judge them. I mean, some people just like to collect. They collect the stuff in the game. They have fun with it their own way. And they're never going to take it seriously for mods. So that's okay. And that's okay. We just don't want those people somewhere in the bottom of our guild losing in territory battles, right? Or territory wars. All right. What else you guys got going on? So yeah, it's the title is interesting. I mean, I've had some chats with a couple people and some questions being asked and answered, and some people even who bought the packs were pretty frustrated with it. Like they were working on a journey and taking months to try to get something, and then they bought like the SLKR pack, and it felt like the whole thing was just given to them. And yeah, one new player said he was going to restart his account. You know, he started playing, he did the Hyperdrive bundle and bought the $10 pack to get SLKR, and then he's like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to play the game. What am I going to do with all these characters? So he basically started over, and he's going to play through the game and learn how to play it a little bit at a time as he levels up. And that's interesting. I wonder if other people will have a similar experience to that. So I was just curious. I was curious how it landed with the community after, you know, a week to think about it, what people thought, and just interesting to see. Like, for sure, for my Loquitur account, it seems great. Like, I built Sith Eternal, JMK, Jabba, JML. I didn't go anywhere near SLKR, but in the background, I did build, you know, the SLKR ships. So I've already got Finalizer. So clicking that button is just like a no-brainer. Like, I get SLKR as soon as I get the 2 Relic 7s, and I get Rey. I won't get her this cycle. I thought on Monday that I could get BB-8 relicked, but we're not going to get him relicked. So we'll grab as much of the Radis as we can this time around, and we'll get ready for the next event so that next time Radis comes around, we can have Ray. And we'll get 2 GLs out of it. And I mean, almost pure value because I didn't have those characters and I wasn't building them anyway. So it's a pretty nice deal. But I'm going to be mod poor and I'm going to be missing Zetas. Now, the funny thing is I accelerated my account. On my main account, I had, I bought crystals on that account and used it to help me level up, get my first GL sooner, got SLKR with the help of a little bit of funding. And I was always out of Zetas on that account. Even when I would play GACs, people would be like, why don't you have a Zeta on this character? Why don't you have a Zeta on that character? Why don't you have a Zeta over here? Well, because I built characters faster than I could put Zetas on them. I just didn't have the Zetas. So I'm used to it. Like that's how I played my first account. So being low on Zetas, I'm not even going to mind. And guess what? SLKR's basic attack, never getting a Zeta. Not going to do it. Didn't do it before, not going to do it again. I'm going to drive Arva crazy. He'll start twitching. He sees that a Galactic Legend still has one thing left to go. It still shows the little red circle with improvement opportunities. Makes some people twitch. But yeah, that Zeta is not worth it. So we will do the conservation of Zetas going forward. All right, I bought the packs, but I don't have any mods and Omegas and Zetas, etc. to do anything with them, says Van Ward. Yeah, I mean, well, the Fin Po team, especially in 3v3, that's good enough to grab mods off of a different character. I mean, as soon as I got those characters, there's a good reason to go ahead and slap some mods on them and put them down on defense, because this team is good, even with no Zetas, just Relic 5 characters with decent mods. If you make these guys fast, it does some work. So we got him up to 337. And then I think he was like 316 or something like that. What was it, 326? So we got a couple fast hero bros on the team, and put them under the Finn lead, and then just let the opponent underestimate the team. That's the name of that game. And then same thing with SLKR. I mean, I had some of the SLKR characters already modded, but a team like this is worth throwing some mods at. So we just got trash mods on him right now, but at least he had mods on him already. So yeah, it'll take months to build up decent mods for all these characters. Yep. And we just won't have the Zetas, like I said, for a very long time. We'll have to pick and choose where we put the Zetas. Just unlocked JML today. We'll unlock Jedi Knight Cal on the 25th, SLKR and Ray after. Nice. I'm also 3 events away from Galactic Legend Ray, down to my last 2 Leviathan requirements. The scavenger knows me by name now. Nice. Arva says you hate me. Also, that Zeta is now actually pretty important. Oh no. What's it important for? Is it important in the Jabba counter? I can see where it might actually be useful in the Jabba counter now. Inquisitor Ben Romach says hello. Glad to catch the stream. Inquisitors, deploy your lightsabers. Yeah, get those lightsabers. Get that like button out of here. I'll make the same offer that I've been making the last few streams. If we get likes to 100, or any combination of likes and donations to 100, we'll do a giveaway. Throw some free money back at the community, try to help people out. $25 giveaways that I do. And if you have your in-game name with the word Inquisitor in it, and you post that to the Rites of Passage in Discord, you double your winnings. So if you win, I go check, I see if you're an Inquisitor, and if you're an Inquisitor somebody, then I give you a $50 gift card instead of a $25. That's a pretty good deal. All right, managed to get my packs for 2 for Rey and 1 for First Order. Nice. Important versus Lord Vader and Jabba. Yeah, the basic on SLKR is like you get an extra attack if you're attacking a stunned character. So in the past, the idea that you would be using your basic, I mean, you only use your basic when you don't have the other 2 skills to use for the most part. And with the routines that SLKR was doing at the time, there was rarely a chance for you to use the basic, and if you did, it wouldn't be on a stunned character. And then it didn't work against raid bosses, so the motivation to level that skill was absolutely none. But I suppose in like a Lord Vader team, the tanks could be tough enough that you would want to stun them and then sweep and then follow up with a basic attack or get called with a basic attack. So yeah, it might be relevant now. I can see where it might be more relevant than it was in the past for sure. So we'll take a look at that when it's important. Hey DL, I won the Ben Romock says, hey DL, I won the last contest. Guess what I spent my $50 on? Sean Unavailable says Hyperdrive. Yeah, I think for sure he spent them on SLKRs and Rays. Resistance, yep. Meg says, I grinded for them and I'm not annoyed by the packs, so others can get them easier. I'm not sure why people would be, especially since, as you pointed out, those people are screwed on Zetas and Amis and mods. Well, I mean, the next catch-up mechanic that they'll do is they'll make a pack available with Zetas and Amis or something like that. This is the first, I mean, a lot of the stuff that they said was a catch-up mechanic, it was not. They literally said that the raid system was meant to be a catch-up mechanic where players at every level would have access to these raid tokens. And then for sure, 100% the raid works where the people with everything get much more out of the raid than the rest of us. So the people at the end of the game get further ahead, and rather than a catch-up mechanic, it's a leave-behind mechanic. It's a win-more mechanic for the people who are already ahead. So this is the first time that we've had something that's truly a catch-up mechanic, where you just say, okay, that gives my account a boost, and it's helping me catch up with other players. So I don't know. I'm still optimistic about it. I still think for my account it was good. I think for a lot of people it was good. I was just surprised at how many people, I won't say they reacted negatively to it from a standpoint of game mechanics or philosophy or anything like that. It was more, some people saying, as soon as I bought all that stuff, I was like it doesn't feel like I earned it. So it's more of a psychological thing where people are saying, kind of not satisfied with it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out long term. Zymergy says you spent it on rent. Lord Zenith says hello. The mod Zeta Crunch is real. Still waiting on that catch-up mechanic. DL, when are you leaving Opticio? Sometime by the end of the month. Sometime before the end of the month. I talked to Tylo. I didn't realize he was leaving the guild though, so I still have to have the conversation with the guild leadership on when they want me out. So basically, I've got the Night Sister for territory battles, so if they want that deployment and operations and give somebody else time to build it, then I'll keep the account active until then. But I'm cycling back on Conquest and all that stuff. I'm just going to let the account go because bouncing back and forth between 4 accounts right now is ridiculous. It's just it's way too much time. So we'll get it down to, Loquitur, the Lex Talionis project, and then I'll play Allura a little bit here and there to help the guild out, do the raids, stuff like that, but try to stay away from playing that too much, and it should be okay. But, Obtisio is a fully developed mid-game account. It's GACs are a lot of battles. Conquest is, the full thing on hard, trying to get all the rewards. So all that stuff together just takes too much time. And if all I'm doing is playing 2 accounts, it was okay. But as soon as I started messing around with that Lex Talionis, it was... I knew going in. I think even when I started the Lex account, I said it's probably the end of Obtisio. And it's just too much the same. I'm doing the exact same stuff on both accounts now. Doing the same thing on that as I am on Loquitur. That's boring. That's boring. I'm not going to buy all of the SLKR packs twice. I'm not going to build the exact same thing for the next 6 months on 2 accounts. That doesn't seem rewarding. How long do you think it's going to be to catch up on Zetas and Amis? A buddy of mine says 6 months to a year. Never. The answer is never. So let's think of this mathematically. If it takes you a certain amount of time to build characters, and already the rate at which you can get Zeta materials, if you're buying them out of fleet, if you're getting them out of events, there's a certain rate at which Zetas come in, and you could build teams and characters already in the game fast enough that you really couldn't keep up on Zetas. I don't know any mid-game player that has 200 Zetas sitting around in the bank. And even to the extent that on Loquitur, even before I bought these bundles, there were still a lot of Zetas that I didn't have for characters that I wanted to put on someday. Just getting the Zetas to put on Night Sisters felt like quite a challenge. We built Jedi Training Rey, and I think Jedi Training Rey Relic 7, 0 Zetas. Where's she at? Yeah, 0 Zetas. So I couldn't even have Zeted her already. So let's say that to get where I wanted to be on Zetas with this account, that it would have taken me, 10 more Zetas. Let's just pick a number and say, from where I'm at, I want 10 more Zetas. I see 10 on this page, right? With the Malgus, the armor, just tons of Zetas that I want, right? Now, with the addition of the SLKR and the Rey and the teams, maybe that goes from needing 10 Zetas that I really want to 30. Maybe I need 20 more Zetas. Well, I'm still going to be building account. I'm still going to be doing all the stuff I was normally doing. I'll be building more characters that I would like to have Zetas on. So my deficit was 10. It's now 30. That's not going to change. 6 months from now, a year from now, any number of years from now, I was always going to be behind on Zetas anyway. Now I'm just going to be 30 behind instead of 10 behind. The game is not going to give you more Zetas. You're never going to catch up. You'll put Zetas on SLKR, you'll put Zetas on Rey, and it just means that you'll have a ton of characters like Jedi Training Rey and other things that you build where you just won't put Zetas on them. You just won't have the Zetas. And like I said, I'm used to playing like that. I played with a big Zeta deficit on my main account, so I don't care. It's fine by me. I can live with it. I can pick and choose exactly which characters I really want the Zetas on, put them on where appropriate. So yeah, I don't mind at all. I'll figure it out. And I won't be sad. Like, I won't go into Grand Arena and mope about not having Zetas on characters. Because, hey, I have the character at Relic 5 and I normally wouldn't have had it anyway. Yeah, there's tons of Zetas. Look at all these Zetas that I could have. But yeah, there won't be any catching up. There will be, getting Zetas on the most important things will take some time. There won't ever be a moment where you get caught up. Mag says it's true. I have 100 Zeta materials at the moment. I'm hoarding for Leia and Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. That's exactly what you do. I mean, you hoard up the Zetas and you put them where they're most important. I don't think it's worth it, but what about Fleet Shop for Zetas? That's what you should do. I mean, that's what I do. So if you look at the Fleet Store, what I use the Fleet Store for is only if I go to the Shard Shop and there's something that I really want out of the Shard Shop and I can't quite afford it. Like, let's make 2 purchases, 3 purchases. And then let's say there was something else in here that I really wanted. And I go to click it and I'm like, oh man, I really, really need this piece, right? Like, I'm short. So I'll come in here and I'll buy a couple instances of ships and I'll go back to the Shard Shop and I'll buy what I really want. But otherwise, that's where you use your fleet currency for, is Zetas. So bank it, buy Zetas, occasionally feed the Shard Shop with it. Up until the changes with the raid tokens, I fed the Shard Shop a lot. I didn't really buy as many Zeta materials. I fed the Shard Shop a lot. But after the changes to raid tokens, you don't need to buy the Carbantes and stuff out of here anymore. Like before, you always, if Carbantes showed up in here, if stun guns showed up in here, you know, whatever you found, you would want to buy out of the Shard Shop. So I was constantly forcing shards through the Shard Shop. Now, I just chill and buy these 3 zones and don't worry too much about what's in the other. I will buy these. I mean, this is an example. Like, you need to buy the Mark 10 lenses when they show up. So now that I've already spent the currency, it's a perfect example. You know, you come in here, hit that a couple times, generate some currency, and, you know, buy these Mark 10 HoloLenses. So that's how you can use your fleet currency, but then just generally save up and use it for Zetas. 2,000 for a Zeta it seems like a lot, but it's not that bad, and they value these Zeta materials insanely high. So I did sorting through packs and I tried to figure out how much they think a Zeta is worth. They think one piece like this, one, is worth about $5. So if you see a pack that has 5 Zetas in it, they're going to cost that pack for like $25 based on 5 Zeta parts. They have an insane conversion rate for Zetas. They think Zetas are worth a ton of money. And I don't. And again, it's simply because a lot of characters that are better with Zetas are still okay without them. You're not desperate for those Zetas. It helps. It makes the character better. You'll get it someday. But don't force it. Don't spend the money that they want you to spend. Arva says, I still only buy Zetas from Fleet. Yep. I have 20k Zeta materials. Who wants to buy them? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I told you guys, my buddy's been playing since the very start of the game. It's the same way with him. He's got just tons of Zetas in the bank. He's got Zetas on everything you want Zetas on, and like, 1,300 Zetas in the bank. It's more than that. He's got maybe it's 13,000. He's got like an insane amount of Zeta materials. Insanity. All right. Lord Zenith says I'm endgame. Jythan says, I'm a new player, bought Hyperdrive in the packs, except Starkiller. I feel they give me a foothold in TB, TW, and Conquest. They did wreck Fleet Arena. Yeah, Fleet Arena. Yeah, it's something else, right? You get all those ships, go straight into Fleet Arena and just start dominating. It's pretty nice. Yeah, everyone has a similar fleet. Moving up takes more time and battles time out occasionally. I'm telling you, build Anakin's ship. Build Anakin's ship or really work on your Vulture droid. Everybody's putting Houndstooth in their starting lineup because it's good and it's relict and it's nasty. But if you get a good ship with buff immunity that you can bring in as a reinforcement and use it in the right way, you can carve up Houndstooth no problem. You just gotta, get the timing down, get your ships right, do it at the right time. And if you put both in, it'll give you 2 opportunities, right? Ideally, you want to try to be able to combo that buff immunity with a stun so that Houndstooth can't just basic attack you and get rid of the buff immunity. It's really easy for the Houndstooth to get rid of the buff immunity debuff, but if you can stun him or daze him so he can't counterattack at least, and time it right, it works like a charm. Dank Ideal says hi. Storm Pooper says, have we ever talked about the Executor getting nerfed or fixed with the reinforcements sometimes not coming in with the locked debuffs? Have we ever talked about the Executor getting nerfed with the reinforcements not coming in with locked debuffs? I've never talked about it. Iden erases Houndstooth. Yeah, but we didn't get Iden from the packs, right? We still got to build that ship. Just got to use Ebonhawk as a reinforcement. Well, to be fair, it was a strategy to start a new account by Hyperdrive, Houndstooth pack, and then sit at the top. The Lightspeed is the same concept. Mag says the same thing. Early game won't have Iden. Jonathan says, been farming Anakin ships since day one. I had access to it. Nice. That's the way to do it. Antonio says, Hyperdrive bundle plus Lightspeed packs is the 2023 Hyperdrive. Yeah, exactly. You can see that's kind of what they've done. It used to be $100 for Hyperdrive. Now it's $100 for Hyperdrive plus that stuff. So I think the start of the game, though, should be around $50. Because you can still buy a pretty good video game for your Xbox or whatever, for PlayStation, for $50, in that range. So I don't feel like $100 is the right price point for a starting player. I think all that stuff together, if it cost $50, they would sell it to pretty much every new player who started the game. I think $100 is just a tiny bit greedy for it. But who knows? Maybe they'll combine it and they'll do Hyperdrive and Lightspeed and change the pricing, and who knows? We'll see. Not sure how Iden does anything to Houndstooth. Defender doesn't get through the Houndstooth all on her own. Well, whoever said Iden kills Houndstooth, what's the mechanics behind that? Let's go take a look at Iden. Tie a defender. So, things, stuff, junk, resilient, special forces, defiant. As a reinforcement, formation. Okay. Physical damage, remove turn meter, and stun them. Yeah, there you go. So if you combine this stun with a buff immunity, that's it. That's game over. Let's see if there is buff immunity on this character. Dispel all debuffs on the TIE Defender. Counts as a TIE fighter. When it evades, it gains foresight. How are we stopping? I mean, we have to be able to stop protection gain. So I can see where the damage come from. I can see where the stun comes from. But I can't see that Iden by herself is going to get that buff immunity on. Unless somehow... I mean, formation's not doing the thing, right? Resilient defense. And formation. Offense, max protection. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the stun, right? I usually hit Houndstooth with Iden's basic and then use the instant kill on Razor Crest. Bring her in as a reinforcement, and her basically usually yeets the Houndstooth. Relic 3, 7 stars. So you're saying the basic just does enough damage to just blast right through Houndstooth? If you have special forces, it has 50% crit chance and crit damage. So you just muscle through it. Hit the big hit. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go in here and try to play a little bit of GAC. For people hanging out here who have not used your like saber, please activate that like saber. Get that like button out of here. If we get to 100 likes or any combination of 100 with likes and donations, I'll do a giveaway. $25 back to the community. $50 if you're an Inquisitor. Alright, my opponent, 9.6 million galactic power, 5.6 in characters, 4 million in ships. Galactic War Battles 128,000, been playing for 7 years. Almost since the game started. Inventory of characters. We've got, you know, all the things. 6 Galactic Legends, Jabba, Vader, SLKRC, then Kenobi and Jedi Master Luke. Don't have Rey yet. With those packs, I imagine that Rey is on the way shortly for this account. If you bought the packs. Darth Malik Relic 9. Boom. Nice. With health mods? Interesting choice. Got Skywalker in the house. Inquisitors are here. Afra's here. All kinds of stuff. Fennec. Relic 7 on a lot of stuff. A lot of Relic 7s. I guess it's a lot of requirement characters. Starkiller 5. Dr. Afra is only Relic 3. Probably has that on offense, though. I feel like you'd take Afra on offense. Alright, so most of the things, right? Doesn't have Triumvirate or Iden yet. It's missing. Well, he hasn't bought those bundles yet for Rey. Maybe he's just so this person's so disinterested in Rey that they're just like, nope, don't care, don't want her. All right, let's take a look. Radis, fastest non-GL character at 320. That's not great. Let's look at Ahsoka here, third fastest non-GL, 308. All right, so I will definitely have a speed advantage. I'll have to watch it on some of the characters, but I think overall we have a huge advantage in modding, which is good. Profundity and Executor, let's check. Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator, Profundity 4 stars, Finalizer 5 stars, no Leviathan. Datacrons, ew. 2 Datacrons. The sauce is weak. Okay, so we don't have Datacrons to fight up against, and there's that. Okay, what do we see on defense? How did he choose to defend, he or she? I guess I make assumptions that my opponent's a dude, but doesn't necessarily have to be true. Here we have Malgus with HK and the Marauder. Here we have Lord Vader with Piet and the Trooper, Royal Guard. Jabba with no tank. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but don't you have to put Chrysanthemum in here? Isn't Chrysanthemum just like, he's the fly in the ointment, right? If there's nobody protecting Boushh Leia, we can just kill her outright with a bunch of different teams. Okay. Well, we've got Sith Eternal on offense. If we have to take out that Malgus, that's probably how we'll do it. We got Grand Inquisitor here. This zone doesn't look too bad. So the question is, if I actually want to go through top, how do I deal with Jabba? Because I really don't have something to deal with Jabba other than Sith Eternal. Does CLS still work in 3s? I mean, against this team it must work, right? You just put in CLS or anything, kill Bouch Leia, and even if you need to come back and clean it up, we can clean that up with something. All right. Arva says that his is R7 and still doesn't even tickle Relic 5 Houndstooth. And that's with the Chimera. Chimera does murder Houndstooth, Executor, etc. Does anyone know how to get Mandalorian Maul character? He is a Conquest character, so right now you can get him out of Proving Grounds. And that's about it. Proving Grounds or no other things. Is he in the shop? I don't think he's in the shop, is he? Don't think so. All right. Proving Grounds, is that like a guild raid? No, Proving Grounds, you have to be 4 million galactic power to even see it. So the event will come up, but if you are not 4 million galactic power, you will not participate in Proving Grounds. Have to pass 4 million, and I think also have to have been in Hard Conquest at least once for Proving Grounds to even show up as an event. HK turns off a lot of Malgus. I don't know if CLS works in 3. CLS will die very quickly to that team. Okay. All right, so our options then become increasingly limited. What's good against the Grand Inquisitor down bottom in 3s? I don't think I've ever fought a Grand Inquisitor team in 3v3. Or at least I don't recall ever fighting it. Is there a particular team that does awesome here? Let's look at Grand Arena Science and see what they say about Grand Inquisitor in 3v3. I see some Radis, some Gas, some Padme. Padme loses. Interesting. So Radis takes out this this team, if I remember correctly. Radis should beat the Grand Inquisitor, no problem. All right, let's do the Rogue One. And if we see a Qui-Gon Jinn somewhere, then we'll have to figure something else out, because this is the team that we've been using to beat Qui-Gon Jinns. Jinns? Jinns. That's weird to say. Sounds funny. Jinns, Qui-Gon Jinns. Sure, this Datacron basics gives speed up. We'll take it. Let's do this. Bunch of Relic 7 Inquisitors. I'm over 4 million, but I'm only getting Malicos for some reason on normal difficulty. Should I do it on hard? No. So in the current round of Conquest, you're only going to see Beskar, Gideon, and Malicos. That's all you're going to see in Conquest. Proving Grounds is an event, and it's completely separate from Conquest. So no, you won't see it in Conquest. Okay. Let's do area effect. Get some of those exposes procced. We'll just keep doing basics. This should probably kill him. Nope, not even close. Ninth Sister hanging tough at Relic 7. Stun, steel turn meter? Nope. Okay. Take off debuffs again. We'll just try to keep the debuffs off of us because this team has every debuff known to man. Or known to Inquisitors. Or known to... yeah, we're not going to use the ult yet. We're looking good. I mean, if we finish out like this, we've got all of our banners. So let's try to do that. And then we'll book it and be done and get max banners. 67. Okay. The day it ends, Proving Grounds pops in the same spot as Galactic Challenges and Assault Battles. That's a good way to put it. Alright, Night Sisters. No Omicrons, just a Night Sister team. Bo-Katan team. Man, it is hard to not want to Wampa right here. Me want Wampa. But that leaves me open to Iden on the back wall. And I really do kind of need to do a 2-zone clear here. This team, man, I don't know. We need some damage, but I feel like it doesn't even have to be that good, right? As long as we can live through Beskar Mando. Don't get instant killed by his rockets. Does Jedi Training Rey deal with this? She might. Even with a little robot, mini bot. Turn meter will go nuts, right? Maybe BB-8 dies to this, though. And with no Zetas, it's probably not a good bet. She can probably kill the bounty hunters, though. Let's take a look at these bounty hunters. We'll try that. A Zetaless Rey against some bounty hunters. See if we can make that work. Beat up on Bosk. Yeah, let's go. Okay, with characters of the packs, is it possible to get good progress in normal conquest? Not really. So, in general, let's take away Dengar's turn meter here. And we'll call an assist. And then we'll just do stuff. The usual kinds of things that Rey does. Get off my robot. No! Man! It took like 7 turns and killed my BB-8. I do not approve. Alright, come on, Rey. Pull your weight here. Oh, Dengar prevents stealth too. Dang, these guys are tearing me up. Bail. Bail. Okay, with no Zetas, that doesn't work. Note to self. Self, it doesn't work without Zetas. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Marjade? Can do Marjade. We'll just do Palpatine, Thrawn, MJ. We should be able to do this. Round 2. Fight! I see this going wrong very quickly. You need Zetas for this to work. You know, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. Kick. Boot to the head. Gonna try to get a stun on this fool. Nope, go back to Bosk, get a stun on Bosk. Probably more important. We're going to trade with Palpatine because he's full turn meter, and that seems like a good idea. Alright. Get the zappies down. Well, we don't need to use a kick. We'll just cycle, take their turn meter away again. Yeah, it worked. Okay. Pew, 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 pew. 37 banners. Imps will crush this. Imps will crush just about half of what people can put on defense in 3v3. It's a really good team. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We do have a zombie. We do have a DACA. We're going to have to kill these ladies like 7 times. I'm not going to put Wat Tambor in here. I don't really want to do an instant execute with the bounty hunters. I don't want to use anything. I don't want to use anything good. That's the problem. If we're going to try the Lord Vader up top, we need Fennec. If we use Fennec for Lord Vader, it's going to be Fennec, Grief, and Mando. So we can use anybody who is not Fennec, Grief, and Mando. Not great. Not great. I mean, we could do this, but we don't have Django. I'm just looking at bounty hunters because they're execute. Once you kill something, it doesn't come back. Boba Fett can permadead things. But Relic 5 Night Sisters, even with bad mods, is no joke. It's no joke. We could do Vader, but I don't know. That's not great either. Maybe we do troopers here. And just beat them up. We've got dash. If we want dash. He's got decent recovery stuff, right? Well, maybe not. Not against the plague, I don't think. Man, I don't know what to do here. Let's see what Grand Arena Science says about Night Sisters. Mom Towson. In 3v3. People do use troopers, Bad Batch. Wow. People are using Triumvirate against it. Some bounty hunters. Man, some people are using GLs. Geos. Padme. Looks like there's a lot of stuff that works here. Troopers seem like a good bet. Alright, let's do Imperial Troopers. And we'll do that, right? That seems like the best bet. We can add a Datacron. Add a Datacron. Boba has the permit kill with his rocket. And then use Bosk, Boba, Mando. And then use Fennec, Bam, and Grief versus Lord Vader. We still got to get rid of the... Well, he had Piet and a tank. the Royal Guard. We still got to get rid of the Royal Guard. I guess Fennec can probably kick hard enough to get that done. All right, well, we'll just do troopers here. We'll do troopers here and just get this done. I don't feel like I needed them somewhere else. It's a nice little Datacron here. Take it. Duke it out. If I don't make it through the top zone, I'm kind of okay with that. But I've got to make it through the bottom zone. Alright, get some punchies in on this zombie. Oh, going back for thirds. Just do a basic here. Does the most damage. Do a basic here. And, oh my goodness. He went back for seconds again. Hungry. Hungry Dark Trooper. So easy. Troopers are the real deal. Okay, so we've had success there. Grievous. Let's just Wampa this. I'm not really worried about what we're going to see on the back wall. Even if we see Iden, I think we're fine. We've still got plenty of tools in the toolbox. Things with enough damage to kill Iden. What did we have up top again? We have Lord Vader, Jabba the Hutt, Malgus, some other stuff, but I don't remember. I don't remember even what it is. What's this? Health, Steal, Accuracy. My goodness. This Datacron set is... I don't like the stats. I like just normal stats. I don't want Health Steal. How do you guys feel about it? I mean, Health Steal just seems like such a useless stat to me. Because honestly, with most teams, by the time you're taking damage on health, something is already gone wrong. And having more Health Steal, the percentage of Health Steal doesn't give you percentage of Health Steal. It only increases your existing Health Steal by that percentage. So the numbers look real big. It looks like, oh my god, I'm getting 1 billion Health Steal. But it's only like 100% Health Steal is only taking your Health Steal and giving it double. So it's really not that good of a stat. It feels useless to me. Health Steal is the most broken stat outside of defense in the set. Why is it broken? I don't know. I don't see myself like clamoring for Health Steal mods or Datacrons. It's great for SLKR. Accuracy is the most useless. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Accuracy is absolutely useless. But that Datacron that I had like accuracy and Health Steal. And Wampa never needed Health Steal. He never needed accuracy. They were both completely useless stats. It had a little bit of offense or crit damage or something on it. That's the only reason to take it. All right, what do we got here? Mandalorians. We probably need enough damage to kill them. So what do you think about Dash? Can Dash, Han, Chewie do enough damage? I think so. I think that's plenty o damage. We still got CLS with the 2 robots that we can use somewhere. Speed up on a basic seems fine. We'll take that. Arva says it doesn't work like you described. Health Steal on Rey is just too much. Yeah, Rey is a character that can definitely take advantage of Health Steal. That is true. That is true, because she uses the lifeblood and immediately has the opportunity to use the lifesteal. Okay, let's kill Armor first. Let's stun the Beskar Mando. Okay, never mind. Over here. Wind up. And the pitch. Done. 57 banners. A character with 0 health steal gets exactly the amount of health steal that's on the Datacron. For example, if it's 100% health steal on your Datacron, every character gets that in addition. Oh, okay. Well, see, defense penetration doesn't work like that. There's a lot of skills that don't work like that. I don't know. I'm suspicious of that. But okay, even so, I mean, I don't know. It seems so situational. Like, for the teams that I'm using, it just doesn't feel that great. We get Starkiller down here. What are we going to use against Starkiller? There's that Iden I was talking about. Dark Trooper with Iden. So the Dark Trooper shuts off everything Iden has to offer. If my opponent watches this, read the skills on Iden. You can't have a droid or a leader in with Iden, so Dark Trooper is just out. He's got to go out. All right, so we've got a Palpatine Starkiller team here. People are using the Sith Eternal against this a lot. Galactic Legend Rey. Kenobi. Oh my god, it's GLs all over the place. Yikes. What is going on here? People are using GLs all over the place against this team. There's not even a counter for this team that doesn't include a GL on Grand Arena Science right now. Troopers. Okay, the troopers that I already burned are the only other team that's listed as easy, so I threw away my troopers. Dang. I know GG can beat Starkiller in 5v5. I'm not sure in 3v3. For teams that have 200% health steal, you need to basically have healing immunity to be able to burst them down. Especially on GLs with high health pools, the stat's really broken. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Maybe I undervalue health steal as a stat. What are we going to do here? We just got to outmod this person. So 70 speed on 270 is 340. And Mara Jade 70, 370. Oof. Oof. Dang. Starkiller mirror match works. Well, I don't have me a Starkiller, so that's off the table. What do you guys think about a Jedi Knight Luke team? Does this team have any chance at all? If I have better mods. If I have the superior mods, can I pull off this? Or the debuffs just go crazy and I lose? Luke will be blinded all the time. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so without our troopers, we're pretty much using the GL to beat this? Is that what I'm hearing? Alright, so if I really want to clear the back wall, I can do CWAT. And then we can try to chip away at the front wall. I don't really care if I get through the front wall. I figure I'll 2-zone clear this guy and let him duke it out against my Kenobi and my Slug. And if he gets it, he gets it. We'll make him beat me on banners. Let's see, do we want a Datacron? Accuracy, garbage. I don't even want to burn a Datacron on this team. Crit avoidance, crit damage. I don't know. We'll take a trash tier Datacron. And then we'll beat this up. Let's go. Trio wouldn't work. No, I don't think the trio would work here. The trio, I think, would hold up if they were relics, but my trio on this account are not relicked. They are still trash tier gear. So they just get their turn meter removed, they get stunned, they get debuffed, they just kind of sit there for the whole combat. And then if you do get some stuff triggered, it's not enough to get him down before the ult, and then once Starkiller does his fancy Star Destroyer from the sky, then it's just over. Over. Okay, let me get a turn in here. My GL can't get a turn. Alright. Let's lay down the zappy zappies here. I'll be done with this battle. Oh! Oh, come on now. Banner thief. Bzzzt. Okay. You and me. Weaker, older self. Pre-death self. Alright, Bad Batch. Let's take CLS in here. We can use the CLS or Robot team. Should be good to kill this, right? It's not even Echo and Tech in the same team, so we don't have to worry about the combo. Accuracy. We'll just take this one for the 25% chance to dispel debuffs for the fun of it. Okay, and then we just got to do enough damage so that we can kill them without them recovering at all, because Bad Batch has a ton of recovery. I'm just going to go straight for the Wrecker. No reason not to do that. I'll just get stuck behind him anyway if I don't. I'm going to do the middle skill, buff immunity. Get him killed here. Hunter. Okay, just get on in there, remove buffs again. Get some blinds going on. See a Hunter. Alright, hit Tech. Debuff City, blind him. Because, you know, reasons. That's a Bad Batch team. Really need to Echo. Yeah. What would you run, Arva? Hunter, Echo, Tech? I feel like that's the team that I used to pick for 3v3s on my main account. Okay, here we have Dash Arendar. Aiden. Can we possibly get by with just Savage versus this Aiden? Now, we might not normally, but against this Aiden team, because her abilities are all disabled, maybe Dark Trooper does enough damage just on his own to get through us? Question mark, maybe? We could also just do, like, Vader. I mean, this team is nerfed because of the Dark Trooper, but I still don't want to take it for granted because Dark Trooper hits hard. We could maybe do a Vader team, throw in a tank, and just debuff them and kill them, right? Aiden doesn't really have tenacity as such. She's got potency, but nothing to really resist the debuffs. I don't know, this feels like overkill, but I don't want to underestimate the team either because Dark Trooper does a ton of damage. Hunter Echo Tech, but wouldn't do it on defense because the AI plays it badly. It always picks the wrong skill first, right? On Echo. It doesn't do the combo. If it did the combo with the area effect and then followed it with the area effect. Let's start with armor reduction here. Start with force crush here. And we'll let them go ahead and go. We'll taunt. Now we'll drain their turn meter and try to get some advantage. And we'll get ourselves back around to an instance of force crush. And it's permanent because Vader lead, and I have the Zeta on Vader lead on this account, I think. I believe I do. So the debuff should stay. Alright, let's reduce his armor. Get stunned. Nope. Get stunned. Yeah, there we go. That works. And we can just kill Aiden because she doesn't have the resurrect. Is that right? With the dank trooper in there. We'll just do force crush again. Drain their turn meter again because it's fun. We like doing fun things. Okay, kill Aiden, kill Dark Trooper, 55 banners. Exciting. Alright, we've got Dash Arendar. We're actually kind of running out of stuff. It's amazing how fast you run out of stuff. We've got Shock T and a couple 501st. I feel like this team isn't gonna, it's gonna do some. Echo does the correct one. Yeah, which makes it terrible because then you're out of sequence with those skills, right? Okay. Yeah, the AI doesn't play the Bad Batch like they should. It seems to me sometimes when I see these things that it shouldn't be that hard to fix what skill the character prioritizes. Seems like that would just be a line of code somewhere in the game that somebody could go in and tweak and have it work correctly. To be fun and rewarding. You guys want to try something crazy? I want to try something weird against this team. Do we have a... What does this do? Or this? 20% crit chance and damage overtime effect when they score a critical hit. Can we just make a droid team? Will that actually kill these Inquisitors? I kind of want to use these crazy droids, but I don't really have an opportunity to. Interesting. I don't have mods on him, but we got T3 now. Use 50 RT lead if you do it. Sortie lead. Okay, droid allies have defense, speed, and gain spare parts. Do you have HK? Yeah, I got a tiny HK. Little baby one. Let's do it. I don't know. I just want to see BT1 go crazy. This is probably bad. I've got decent mods on these guys. Her mods are pretty mediocre. Leftover stuff. I just want to try something. I don't know. I just want to try it. Alright, let's go. We're going to hit go. And even if I lose, I kind of don't care. We're doing this for science. Remember, y'all, if we get to 100 likes, we'll do a giveaway. Or any combination of 100 in likes and donations. Torture. If the enemy already had torture, instead deal special damage to all enemies. Let's go over here to 7th Sister and torture. There. Okay, this. Alright. Yeah, come on. Everybody get on fire. Oh my god, look at that damage. Hey! Special attack. Nuke. Get off me. Get off my robot. Alright, 2nd Sister. Time for you to go. Pew pew pew, basic. Hey, take some missiles, buddy. I took some missiles myself. I was killing my own team. Taking protection off my own team. Ruining my banners. Don't care. Go BT1, basic. Pew! That was rewarding. A little bit different, a little bit fun. I like it. 2 zones cleared. Let's go up top. Let's see what we can do against this Lord Vader for practice. Bounty Hunters. Fennec lead. Bask. Grief. Mando. That Mando or Beskar Mando? Scoundrels. Beskar? Beskar can protect Fennec, so we can, you know, try to make sure that she doesn't get killed by some crazy combo early on. Got a Relic 3 Royal Guard. Arva says BT1 hits hard. BT's a beast. I think Fennec, Grief, and normal Mando is good here. Normal Mando. Alright, let's See if we've got a Datacron that's appropriate. This one seems good. Alright, and then we just kick the heck out of everything with Fennec. That's the gimmick. No Thrawn and no Maul. Alright, here we go. Cleanse. Contract. Done. We'll do the special for right now. Call Fennec. We're probably going to kick this guy in one shot. Nope, not quite. Kick him in 2 shots. Yikes. Bam. Look at this girl go. Alright, let's kill Piet. Okay. Vader. No, sir. I didn't like it. Alright, come on, Grief. Heal everybody up. Cleanse. I don't see any reason to use that on him. Yeah, the area effect worked. That was nice. Got some armor shreds and killed off Pie Man. Look at this. Look at this Fennec Shand. Nice. Okay, do we have anything big enough to threaten this? If we do anything against this team, it's probably Jedi Knight Luke, right? So we could do some kind of Luke team like this. Load it up with a Datacron. And then we're just hoping to get Bushi down before she kills us all. Some crit avoidance. It'd be nice to have a tenacity Datacron here. I don't know what I'm going to use against Malgus once I use this team up. About all I've got for Malgus is Triumvirate. We could try Triumvirate. Or some version of Sith. Let's go. Let's see if we can make this work somehow. Okay. In we go. Target Boosh. Let's get this. Oh, we can't assist. I forgot. No assists. That is inconvenient. Alright. Let's just get in there and get Leia out of here. Come on. Come on, guys. Wow. They're just laying into Luke. They're like, here, buddy. Have 1 billion damage. Yeah, this is oh! Counterattacks! Yeah, let's do this. This is basic. Alright, she's gone. Now we can assist, right? The anti-assist is actually in her kit. If I remember correctly. Which I probably don't. Alright, here we go. Yep, we get assists now. Alright, get on in there. Try to get some healing done. The next bomb is going to kill Revan, but I think we still have Savior. So I think... I don't think we can heal him enough to prevent it. No, Savior's down. That's not great. Okay, Luke, you and Jabba, buddy. Bam. Let's put an auto. Run. Run it, Luke. You gotta do enough damage here, buddy. He's gonna be blinded a lot. Oop. Hey, deflected. Don't kill my Luke. Alright, Rancor went to the wrong place. Okay. Let's do a basic here. And then we're going to blind it. Oh, no. We're blinded. We can't blind him back. Do that. It is not going to be enough. And sooner or later, Rancor's coming back. And once the Rancor's here, we lose. Nothing we can do. Alright, let's do that. Boink. Blinded again. Dat blind on basic. That's pretty good. Oh, here comes the Rancor, and this time Luke ain't gonna beat the Rancor. Okay. Looks like we're not getting through Jabba. I'll get that SLKR here soon, guys. Once we get the SLKR, should be able to get through those Jabbas. Alright, let's try this Malgus with some Sith, just for funsies. Like this. Let's go. You really need to use the turn meter swap from Jedi Knight Revan more often. The turn meter swap. There was only one turn where the heal was up that I didn't use it. If you're talking I don't know, man. Okay. I don't think we're going to kill HK just hitting him like this, so we got to wait for the yeet to get up and then kill Malgus. With no Darth Revan or anything in this team, it doesn't feel as threatening for sure. Cooldown increase. So we should have the execute next. We can target over here. Get rid of him. And put it on auto. Let it go. Even if we can't kill Marauder at some point, we'll get to the insta-kill again, and we'll be done. Okay. Does DL have a Mon Mothma team available? I do have Mon Mothma of some kind, yes. You think Mon Mothma cleans up Jabba? Let's see what rebels we have to go with her. We get Biggs and Wedge. That's a pretty good pair. So you think this cleans up Jabba? HK-47 and a Malgus team negates all of Malgus's abilities. She does in 5v5. Mon Mothma, Kyle Katarn. I mean, here's my Kyle. My Kyle is pretty pathetic. Yeah, I don't have Kyle running. I don't have turn meter gainer. I mean, we can try like Biggs and Kyle, I guess. I don't think Kyle and Biston's gonna do it. But my Kyle's not gonna be doing that much damage. So that's the problem. I mean, I can try this for the sake of science. Throw on our last Datacron here and see what happens. If we could take away his turn meter, I think that would be good, but don't really have that capability. All right. Okay. Things, stuff, junk. So far, we're not getting very far with this. Big hit. Well, that took some damage off him. One blind. We don't really care too much about the blinds. We'll get rid of them pretty easily. Just put it in auto. Let's just let it run, see what happens. Maybe there will be a miracle, maybe not. He's slowly building up to the alt, so eventually he'll get to Rancor, start eating people. It'll be over shortly after that. Yeah, this doesn't have enough oomph at Relic 3 to get through him. If you had like a Relic 5 or Relic 7 Kyle here, yeah, I can see where this might really do the trick. Come on, guys, get lucky. Do something cool. Hit auto. Kara punches above her weight. Alright. This is done now. We're not going to recover from that. His ult's up in a minute. Rancor's going to eat people. Alright. Try something else. Got a nuke team here that we got to deal with. What are we going to do here? We got a whole lot of garbage left is what we got. I think we still got a decent bounty hunter team, so let's try the bounty hunters here. We could do Zam for speed. Use the Omicron. This team isn't, I mean, Dooku can hit pretty hard, but I think we need control. Getting speed so that we can remove the extortions faster might be the better thing to do. Alright. We'll taunt, because that's what Bosks do. We gotta kill him for the mission. Alright, let's see if we can stun him. There we go. Last for half a second. Okay, we got some extortion going on already. Let's knock him out. Oh, come on now. So close. Got my boss stunned with extortion on him. That's very inconvenient. I did think we were going to get the kill with that, though. We really got to get some extortions gone. Everybody's extorted now. And they're taking 1,000,000 turns. Okay, get rid of extortions. Then boss can get rid of his extortion. Then we can shoot Newt Gunray. Okay. Get the contract off, we can start recovering. If we hit somebody a few times, they'll become the lowest life target. Let's get this off of Zam. Alright, now. That should get the contract. Oh, man. That was a big hit from that Dooku. Yeah, this is going to be over in a hurry. Yep. Didn't have enough damage. I guess we should have brought somebody with more damage in instead of Zam. Seemed like the right thing to do, but I guess not. Nest won't work here. What else do we have? Got all this first order and resistance stuff that has absolutely no effort put into it yet. How about Night Sisters? What do Night Sisters do here? Let's do that for science. Some weak Night Sisters. The bounty hunters may have been able to beat the lone Jabba. I would like to thank you live. I followed your Emperor's doctrine, Imperial Doctrine, and got Executor in 7 months from scratch. Nice. That's what we want. All right, here we go. Let's do that. Let's get some plagues on everybody. More plagues, guys. More plagues. Zombie stunned. Okay. Newt's the only target, so I guess we got to deal with Newt. Get some more plagues on him. Stun up Wat Tambor over here. He got rid of all the plagues. The heal over times were too good. Alright. The Wat is going crazy with these heal over times, which is removing our plagues. Oh my god. Look at him. 26 stacks. It's too much. See if we can get anything done here. There's just like, wow. So Talzin did plague with him having tenacity down, and somehow 0 plagues. Unless he got him and cleansed him that fast, which doesn't seem likely. No, just auto. We'll just auto and see if we can kill Wat Tambor here. If we can kill Wat, the plague will work. So maybe if we can stay on him, keep him stunned, get enough plagues on him, get him killed. Got 6 plagues on him. Alright, there we go. 1 down. Move it over to Newt. We got to kill him twice. The AI seems to be willing to... Oof. Don't kill my DACA, bro. Okay. Never mind. Kill my DACA, bro. Okay. We're not going to get a res on DACA, though, because even if Newt dies of plague, he's not dying during the turn where we had the resurrected Night Sister. So it's going to be hard to get DACA back. Switch over to Newt, put it on auto, see what we can get done here. Plague him out. If we can get him dead. Oh, just a zombie left. Lonely little zombie. Come on, buddy. Oh, man. It's no good. Okay. Omicron here. No tenacity down. Should be able to nest this. Let's go. All right. Nothing to see here, right? Just put this in auto too. Actually, I think this one's even better just if I auto basic. Because the basic doesn't worry about foresights, so we just always hit. Just auto basic. Done. Take some banners here. 58. Oh man, I want my money for this team. There's got to be something that we can do here, right? We've still got Jedi. And if you've still got Jedi, you've still got a chance. Let's think about maybe Ahsoka here. Is Ahsoka better or Old Ben? I think Ahsoka's better here. We just got to get in there and get something done before they go crazy with the extortions. Okay, send in Yoda. Get on in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, we're stunned. Stun him. Take that, buddy. Get some foresights going on. Ability blocks if we can. Oh, more extortion. Get rid of it. Pop him out of stealth. Basic. Send him in again. One down. Let's go. Yeet. Oh. Dooku's like, you know what? I'm just going to attack you like 74 times. Should be alright. Let's do basic here. Should be, yep, good. 24 banners. We'll take the money and run. Just Jabba left standing. But, you know, surely once we have the free GLs that we're going to get, this would have been a win in the future. Okay, Arv is picking on my skill use again. The turn that you steal stealth, you still get counterattacked, though, correct? You don't not get counterattacked until you already have the stealth. All right, well, fine. Should have used the ability then, I guess. So you're saying he steals stealth and then can't be counterattacked on the same turn. See, Mara Jade gains stealth, right? She does her skill and gains stealth, but she always gets counterattacked. If it works that way when you gain stealth, why does she always get hit? All right. I mean, I'll take your word for it, but seems to me that most characters that gain stealth still get counterattacked. All right. That's probably going to be it for me tonight, guys. I mean, if you got other questions or you want to see something else, let me know. I did work on Secrets and Shadows. I haven't got Challenge Tier 1 done yet. I just got Relic 0 Night Sisters. So I'm trying to do this with just a Relic 0 DACA. And I came close, but then lost in that middle round. I haven't been able to get past the Palpatine in the middle. Are you going to replace the actor who played Babylon Skull for next season of Ahsoka? Yeah. No, I don't think I'll get selected for that. DL, are you quitting Obtisio? Yeah, I am dominant just because it's virtually the same thing, right? So if I were to continue with Obtisio with these new packs out, what would you do with this account? Well, you would go and buy the packs. If I buy the packs, then I'm working on Leia, the new raid, and the new pack stuff, which is exactly what I'm also working on Loquitur. So the difference between these accounts becomes less and less, and it's basically me just doing the same thing on two different accounts, which is not entertaining to me, and I don't want to spend the $50. So I'm going to stop this account. I'm going to play Loquitur. I'm going to play the Lex Talionis project, and just keep working on the low-level stuff and figuring things out for the next year's guides, for 2024 current guides. To be honest, I've already, I believe, discovered something useful in the Cal Kestis team. Using Sir Junda at 2 stars and Cal Kestis at 3 stars. And then just building Asajj, Crew, and Kylo Ren. Galactic Wars just goes all the way through to the end with it in auto. I don't even have to play. I just go into Galactic Wars, I click auto, I come back, I go to the next battle, I click auto. It completes the whole sequence. So, better than Phoenix, in my opinion. Because Phoenix, you still have to, some battles you still have to play and pick the skills. And with Rex, I'm sure at level, what is it? Is it level 68 or 76 or I don't know what level, but his next skill level, then the Phoenix probably go ahead, because I think that's the level where they start getting turn meter every time they assist. So it goes crazy. But I think that Cal team is really the right way to go. You get a couple characters that you want anyway. Of course, I think the amount of people that are going to play 1 to 85 is almost zero. If you know that you can walk into the game, buy a hyperdrive bundle, buy a $10 pack, and have a Galactic Legend a few weeks later, well, I guess for a brand new account, you still have to get but you can also buy the finalizer. You can just buy the shards out of the shop when the event comes around. So, yeah, I think the amount of people playing 1 to 85 is going to be near zero. It feels to me like that's going to be a dead game mode for most players. But then again, I mean, maybe some people just don't want to spend any money at all and be free to play, and then they have to play 1 to 85. So, get them the best advice I can. Also happy we get Jedi Knight Cal soon. What is the most valuable pack for you? The less valuable pack? The Lightspeed packs are not permanent, at least at the moment. I understand it was only a couple weeks. So my understanding is they data mined something that said the packs would be in the store for a couple weeks. But when you read the post that they actually put up on the forums, it basically said, we're testing this, we're going to see what the feedback looks like. Well, I mean, the feedback has to be overwhelmingly, okay, 2 sets of feedback, right? Here's the set of feedback from the community. We liked the packs. Yeah, it was good. It was good value. We liked it. Okay. So let's say it's a mediocre response from the community. Then over here you have the people who are in charge of the financials for the game. And they're going to be like rolling around on the floor like Scrooge McDuck, because 600,000 people all just spent $50 in the game, and they made $3 million in 2 weeks, and they're just going to be like, put this back in the game. We'll rotate it to different packs. We'll put them in and out of the store. So I can't see that these catch-up packs are going away. They will bring them or something like them into the game permanently, or at least put them on a rotation so that they show up. They can't not do it. It's too much revenue. Basically, they just turned on a faucet and money poured out. So I don't know how anybody at CG would ever say, take those packs out of the game and they're not coming back. If you weren't playing during that 2-week window, you don't get them. There's no way. They're going to make way too much money off this. So even if the community's lukewarm, the idea still hit. It made them a ton of revenue. They're going to either keep it or do it again. Again, I don't have any insider information. I don't know that to be true, but my business sense tells me that if I was in charge of the company, boy, I would not let go of a profit maker like that. I would not. It devalued a bunch of people's accounts, and now a bunch of dolphins and whales will never spend again outside of Lightspeed bundles. Whiskey Hoarder says it was a horrible decision. It has an expiration time on the packs in the shop itself. We will expect JML and C next year, and so on. Well, the thing is, if you only run it for a 2-week window, it's only available to people who are playing during those 2 weeks. So they're going to want to run something like this pretty frequently so that all the new players who are just getting started in the game are going to see that, and their eyes are going to boggle and they're going to click buy, right? And I agree. C and JML a year from now should be, I don't know if we should expect it, but again, financially it would make sense to keep incentivizing people to pay a lot of money. It also means that if you're building a new account, again, see how it all shakes out, but you probably shouldn't build any of the older Galactic Legends now, right? Like an SLKR Rush is off the table. Building even JML and C doesn't seem like a good idea. You just wait till the packs come out and click buy. So yeah, if you start a new account today, you should probably at least do JMK or, well, JMK is gated behind Wat Tambor, so you can't really do that. Lord Vader. Is there any hard requirements for Lord Vader? Is there anything? I mean, Lord Vader Rush seems weird, but you're going to get the other characters almost for free at some point. Try to remember what all is in the Lord Vader. There's got to be a tricky character in there somewhere, right? The Bad Batch, Grand Moff Tarkin, ARC Trooper, Newt Gunray. Oh, Skywalker. I mean, Skywalker's not that hard to get. So yeah, there you go. Get Gas Journey done and get Lord Vader. That's the new rush. The Starkiller pack is still a very, very good deal as far as Swgoh deals go. It's like a lot of Cantina farm and a metric ton of Kairos. Yeah. It'll be $20 next year. Dominant says 1,600 Kairos. Yeah. I'm a Kyber 2 whale, spend about $75 to $100 a month. I bought all those packs, and I bought crystals twice since. Yeah, I think if you're a dolphin or a whale, I've heard some people say the only packs they buy are like when the marquee comes out, there's a $15 pack that's a pretty good deal, so I buy those. I think a lot of people who claim that they spend very little money in the game probably still buy some crystals from time to time. Because it's just stuff you want. You want to do some extra mod farming. You want to do extra farming on a Executor or a Profundity. And once you're spending a little bit of money, spending $20 in the game doesn't seem like too much. So I feel like a lot of people probably do that. Who buys gear with money? It's so poor value. Yeah, so the exercise that I did that proved to me that you shouldn't buy gear with crystals, if you total up everything that the game gives you in a week, all the shards from the daily events, from the territory wars, territory battles, actual events, all that stuff. If you just keep adding it up and adding it up and adding it up, the amount of crystal value of stuff that you get is like, if I remember my calculation right, it was like 12,000 crystals per week in gear value that you get free just from playing the game. And I've never redone that calculation since the new raid system. But if that's true, then you can spend $100 on the game, spend it on all kinds of gear, and it will get you 9 days ahead of where you would have been anyway. 9 days. $100 for every 9 days of progress. Nope. Never going to be worth it, right? At least that's the conclusion that I came to. You'd be surprised how much some people spend in the game. Some people spend really a lot of money because they don't have the patience. They get to a character that's only got 1 green plus left to go, and they just want it, and they buy the gear. Yeah, there's plenty of players out there that would do that. Just look at this guy and go, well, I need it, you know? I need it, and it's not in the shop, and you know what? Boom, 1,300 crystals, I don't care. I'll buy some more later. It's fine. This channel attracts people who are, let's say, some kind of smart or efficient and value-based decision making. But I would say most of the rest of the world just clicks the button and buys gear. Buys shards and buys gear. Shards and gear are the worst values in the game by far. But that's what people buy. I'm convinced of it. I don't know the statistics, but I feel like that's what most people would buy just because they don't have the patience to wait. A new type of player, a clam. Opened up the wallet for the pearls and now it's shut tight again. That's hilarious. I like that. Jabba and Leia is the new way to start the game. No one's going to spend thousands on rushing JML. Probably not. What are you even spending GAC currency on? I have to buy Kairos with crystals, no other choice. For me at 2 million. Arva says I'll be buying shards of Scout Trooper soon. I like the clam analogy. That's hilarious. That's making me laugh. All right, guys, I'm going to pack it in for the day and take off, go play my other accounts, go try to catch up on everything else that I need to do. And we'll come back, and I don't know if there's going to be streams this weekend. My niece is coming in from out of town. I haven't seen her in quite some time. She's going to be hanging out for the weekend. Yeah, got her doctorate's degree earlier this year, so she's a real scientist now. So gonna be spending some time with her, hanging around Dallas. If you look at a picture of my niece when she was 10, and you put that side by side with my daughter, they look so much alike, it's ridiculous. My daughter's like my niece's doppelganger. Yep. So anyway, probably no streams this weekend. If I have an opportunity to get on, I will. Maybe on Sunday night I'll do my normal stream. But if I don't, nothing's going wrong. Just hanging out, spending family time. And I'll see you back at the regular time on Monday next week. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, notification bell to see when I'm online in the future. And, of course, the Discord. Click the link down below. Join us over on the Discord. Got a really good Discord community for players of any level. Lots of cool people over there hanging out, talking about the game. So if you want some cool community and neat place to hang out, click the link down below. Come join us on Discord. Hope to see you over there. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next Holocron.